Oh, baby, look at that green. It's currently about 3:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We're just about 30 to 45 minutes away from Alphabet and Microsoft reporting earnings, and the markets are looking as good as ever. Maybe not in terms of, the overall long-term charts. Of course, we're still in a bear market. We're still in a downtrend, but in the very short term here, markets have finally been seeing some green. And we're going to break that down in this video as the markets are about to close in about 20, 30 minutes from now. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, hit that like button, and let's get into the video. And by the way, if you guys want some free stocks, it also helps out the channel. Get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below, and let's dive into it. So check it out. It's currently about, like I said, 330, 340. We have a little bit of time left in these markets, and the S&P is up 1.6%. The Russell's up almost double that, 2.8%. We have the NASDAQ up 2.1%, as the Dow is up, let's see here, about 1.1%. Yeah, 1.1% for the Dow, and the VIX is down 4.5%. Look at that. The VIX is down under about 2850 roughly. So the VIX has come down a considerable amount here, about 20% in just the past about 2 weeks. So that's a pretty big dump on the VIX, and I believe we were calling that out and talking about it during that time period, how the VIX overall has peaked roughly at 35, 37 over the past couple of months, and history repeated itself. We got that call right, but I'm not tooting my own horn in this video, guys, but if you watch the channel, you know what I'm talking about, right? So VIX is down 4.5%, silver's up 0.9%, gold's up 0.2%, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we're not going to break those down in this video, but those are doing pretty decent as well. So overall, great day. A lot of stocks are bouncing back. Snapchat, Beyond Meat, Coinbase, we're going to break down a bunch of these in this video. So let's get to it, and let's get the SPY first of all and talk about what's going on here. So like I mentioned in my video from this morning, I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but I made a video this morning. We talked about how SPY, and this is still the case, it's actually looking even better right now. SPY was taking out 380, which was the high from the beginning of this month of October, and Triple Q is doing that same thing, right? Well, actually, no. I take that back. Not the same thing. We'll talk about that in a second. But here on SPY again, taking out that high from early October, 380. Now we're at what? 385. This looks like it wants to fill the gap initially to about 390. If that breaks, we'll fill the gap from about 390 to about 395-ish, which you guys can see. 390 was the high from the middle of September, and same with 395, right? You guys can see that very clearly here on this 4-hour chart. Then if 395 were to break, which this would be probably the best case scenario in the short term, maybe we go to 414, or a 415 rather, 410, which was roughly the high here from the middle of September of 2022. So this looks really good, guys, and honestly, technically, it looks better than Triple Q, because like I said in my morning video, I'll mention it again because it's still the case here, Triple Q has not yet broken out of, what is it here, 285, which was that high from the beginning of this month. SPY did, but this still has not done that. Even though it's up 2.1%, it hasn't done it, but it's getting very close. Look at that. It's at 284.35 right now. We're at pretty much there, so we're going to test it, and we have Alphabet reporting and Microsoft today after the bell, guys, and I need some coffee. Cheers, by the way. But yeah, so you got to watch it. 285. If Alphabet and Microsoft crush it, this could be breaking out of there. Maybe we start seeing a move towards 295, maybe even higher than that. We shall see. So what do you guys think? Markets are looking really good today heading into these earnings, but realize, not to burst your bubble, realize if these companies don't come in strong, maybe this is kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news. Not even that there's a rumor, but maybe the markets are getting excited here, too excited, heading into these earnings. Maybe the earnings aren't as good as expected. You got to realize this market could reverse back down. You got to realize that. But as of now, we're not seeing any signs of that. In fact, the signs that I'm seeing point to more upside, and we'll see. We have a lot of big companies this week. make sure to subscribe because we're going to be breaking down a lot of these companies, not only in long-form content, but also in short-form content as well, which you guys have probably noticed. I've been making a lot of shorts on this YouTube channel as well as of late, and I'm not planning on stopping that. So make sure to subscribe and keep in tune with the channel for all the updates, especially this week. So yeah, we have about 20 minutes left. Let's break down here what's going on with some of these stocks. I mean, look at Snapchat, guys. Have you seen Snapchat? It is up 17%. Unbelievable. Look at that. It's pretty much recovered. I don't want to say all that loss, but it's getting pretty dang close. Look at this. It was at, what, $11 before it reported the earnings, and it dropped to $7.30, which is unreal, 32% drop. And now we're at $9.75. We've recovered about 33% from that point, and we're still down about, let's see here, 9-10% from where it was before the earnings. But holy crap, guys, this has recovered a massive amount to the point where it's like, all right, 7% left to go. It's nothing compared to what it's already recovered. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Snapchat's done a great job, and at this point, $10 is going to be a big sticking point. If this fails at 10, we're probably going to get some sort of dump like that, right? That's the reality, in my opinion, of the matter here. But if we take 10 out, which I'm going to set my alert there right now, mark is that we're above $10. If we take that point out, guys, we could be back to 11.50 faster than you realize. And sure, Snap's going through pain right now in the short term, no doubt about it. We've covered that on the channel. But sometimes the short-term price action does not care. You know, long-term, it's going to reflect the fundamentals of the business, right? In 5-10 years, if Snap fails, well, the stock price is going to go to zero. But in the short term, in the next day, couple of days, week, 2 weeks, it doesn't really matter too much about what's going on in the fundamentals. If we get a rally, if, we get some momentum, it could swing things regardless if, Snap is struggling in the short term. And if you guys have been following the stock market, you know exactly what I mean. Sometimes stocks are completely detached in the short term from what's actually going on. So Snap's looking good, up 17%. That is the most green stock by far and away here. Actually, not really. I mean, we have Beyond Meat up 14%, which we're not going to really talk about in this video because it's still in a downtrend, not looking good. Coinbase, which we've called out many times throughout the course of today, Coinbase looks really good. It is up 13%, breaking out of the wedge. We're now taking out $75 slowly but surely, which was that high. It's been the high, and quite frankly, it still is the high. We haven't fully broken out of it, but this has been a sticking point for a couple weeks. If 75 breaks, I think we could get upside, mid-80s on Coinbase, maybe even higher. So this looks good here. Let's see SoFi. Wow. Look at that. SoFi, it's one of those days where it's a lot of these small caps are bouncing back. SoFi is up 10% on the day. It is at $5.70, up around the highs here. Actually, it took the highs out from the beginning of this month. Now we're pushing up above these moving averages, which we actually haven't done that in, let's see here. Wow, actually, it's been a while. Last time SoFi was above these moving averages on the 4-hour chart was back in the middle of August. Now it's what? The end of October, so we're talking 2.5 months ago. This is a pretty good sign in the short term. They're also reporting earnings here on the 1st of November, so early next week. That might be Monday of next week. Actually, no, it's not. I forget. Either way, whatever day that is on the 1st of November, SoFi is set to report, and that's going to give us some direction, no doubt about it, in the short term. What else is moving today? We have GameStop, which probably is not breaking out per se. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's just flat here. It's starting to make a move, but it won't fully break out until, in my opinion, it gets above $30 a share, which we're not really close to that yet. It needs to run up another, maybe 8, 9, 10, 12%, whatever it is, whatever it may be. But overall, if 30 breaks on GameStop, that's going to be a big move there, in my opinion. What else is moving? Meta's up on the day 6%, which is very interesting. They're reporting, let's see, tomorrow after the bell. Yeah, they're tomorrow after the bell, which is going to be huge. I'll definitely have a video on Meta coming. I'm going to have so much content this week, guys. It is insane. So make sure to subscribe because there's going to be so much. I might even consider doing 4 or 5 videos a day. Obviously, they're not going to be all long form. They're going to be shorts, 2, 3 shorts a day or something like that. But there's going to be a lot of content. Either way, we have Meta this week. Again, all of big tech. What else is moving? Nvidia's up. This is starting to run. It's at 132. I bought some Nvidia, I think a week or two ago, whenever that was, at $121. Today it's up 5%. And I was hoping it was gonna go under 100, but it looks like it's starting to run away from us. And we have earnings coming up on the 16th, middle of next month. So about 3 weeks from now. And we'll be watching it. So overall, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to wrap it up here and get ready for these earnings coming out, because if you guys didn't know, Alphabet is my biggest individual stock holding, and they report earnings, and that's going to be it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one for me, and I know a lot of you guys are tracking it as well. So we're going to see how these earnings are. We're going to make the next video, prep the next video. So make sure you guys, again, subscribe, hit that like button on this video, and get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Check out my Patreon as well if you guys want. All that stuff, all the good stuff is in the description box. And with that being said, let's go Alphabet, Microsoft. It's going to be a big, next hour-ish here in the markets. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.